my name is PearlescentMoon and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 9, Episode 44. Last episode, we were working on Bingo and we officially did our first pretty much alpha test of the game, and that went pretty well. The next stage of that one is making the automatic systems on that, but that's going to take a little while, so we're actually not going to make further progress on that in today's episode. Instead, we're going to be bringing attention to the two things that I mentioned at the very end of the last one. Number one, the cleaning lady offices in ScarLand. But before we do that one, we have to do number two, which is considerably the larger elephant in the room. The fact that I had confiscated all of these dragon eggs from not so long ago. And the shocking part about it is this isn't all of them. There's only supposed to be one dragon egg on the server and it should have been in my possession. However, I've been bamboozled with duped eggs, and to make things worse, they've been making an absolute mess with them. I say, as the cleaning lady, if they want those dragon eggs, well, they better be prepared to get the dragon that comes with it. Today I'm going to be doing something in Hermitcraft that I didn't think I would ever do in Minecraft in general. And that is to utilize a whole bunch of the dragon eggs that I have to actually make a massive build out of them. And from the previous line, you might have guessed what we're going to be building today. And if you haven't guessed, well, I'm just gonna let the result speak for itself. First things first, we need string. Lots and lots of string. Essentially about 3 shulker boxes worth, but I'm kind of a little bit short at the moment because I've already bought out iBuy has no more string in it, so we have to collect the rest of it. And unless anybody else knows of another place in the shopping district that sells string, because I currently have no clue at this point except for that big building right there, I think the next best thing is gonna be the good old cave spider farm from the very start of the season. Look, hello! And I'm pretty sure all this is empty because I've technically already been down here a little bit, but yeah, now we've got to sit here for a little bit longer. Boop, boop. This is gonna take me a long time. Time to get those 3 shulker boxes full. And all 3 shulker boxes filled, and we are ready to get this thing kicked into gear. Well, almost. I still need technically another 3 shulker boxes of whatever block that I can use in order to get this stuff up in the air in the first place. Had an abundance of grass blocks, so that should do us just nicely. And we are in the area that we are going to be building in. And what I meant by getting it in the air to begin with is the fact, well, in order to build with dragon eggs, you have to remember that these are also affected by gravity, so they cannot have air blocks underneath them. And the build that I want to do is going to be completely suspended in the air. The best way that I found around that to still make it look like it's hovering in the air while still having a block underneath it is, of course, to utilize the string. However, as much as string can stop a dragon egg from falling down, it cannot stop me from falling down. So I need an entire platform that I can stand on in order to place the string first, so then I can then put the eggs on top. Boop. Ah, always so satisfying to do that. With that method now spoken for, it's time to get this thing started. I am so excited. Let's do this. Step 1, the grass. Ah, how lovely. Look at the slow motion Perlo building here right now. Step 2, the string. And step 3, the most exciting of all, the eggs. Step 4, somehow figure out a way to clear out all the dirt underneath without breaking the string and making the eggs fall. Ah, brilliant. Step 5. Clean up all the eggs we dropped during the build because I'm an absolute nugget. And step 6. Oogle at an ender dragon made out of approximately 23,000 dragon eggs. My golly goo, would you just look at that thing. Whoo-wee! Never in all my time of playing Minecraft did I think I would be making a dragon quite like this, and to make things even better, you can compare it with the real one right next to it. Look at that little guy, he's so tiny compared to this one. This is an absolutely crazy kind of build. And the best thing as well, when you fly around this thing, because the eggs aren't full blocks, you get this really weird kind of effect when you kind of see all of the gaps in between all of the eggs. It almost looks like it isn't real sometimes.
To make our great goat leader proud,
hi Doc.
Don't forget to grind, optimize, automate, thrive.
True, true. I mean, I did exactly just that for the dragons. It's a very relational message. Thanks, Doc. Although it's a little ironic considering I built this for him and Grian. Grian because he duped the dragon egg in the first place. I think that much is obvious with how much he's been dobbed in at this point. and Doc for duping it, making an absolute mess with them, and basically getting me involved to clean them up. I know that was Scar at the end of the day, but I had to clean up the mess either way. So these two parties can both have this dragon, but honestly, it looks kind of cool. Look how cool this thing looks. And although all of these are all the same block, because it kind of almost has a bit of a transparency effect, the thicker you layer the eggs, obviously, the more solid the dragon looks, and you end up getting a really nice effect with the wings. You can still see the membranes and the little kind of bones that hold it all together. I absolutely love it. Now, I did eyeball the scale, so maybe some of the proportions aren't exactly entirely correct for the Ender Dragon, but I don't know, I think I did pretty good. What do you all think? How did I do with the dragon? And do you like it? Let me know. At the end of the day, I don't know exactly why I built this. I just wanted to make something cool with the dragonings because I had so many of them. And to make matters worse, I've only used about half of them. There's still so much more that I could have done, but I think this does just fine either way and maybe gets a little bit of the point across. However, is there maybe one more thing that we can add to this dragon? For all they don't know who built that dragon or where it came from. So maybe we need to make a bit of a symbol on the dragon itself without having to put just a regular sign. Do I have enough terracotta to do this? Maybe. Maybe I'll make a little bit extra here, and I think that could do the job. Let's make ourselves a little bit of a clean lady hat. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Let's see what it looks like. All right, hello. It's a dragon with a hard hat. Surely they know where it's come from now, right? I think that's enough of a sign, hopefully. And if it's not enough of a sign to know who that dragon came from, well, maybe I can add a little bit here with the absolute crazy mess that's happened in this spot. You're just gonna go around and blow up holes in the server and leave him there? Oh, come on. Okay, I've made my mark. That's it. I've left him a proper sign. I'm done here. It's time for us to move on to the next task of the day. As much as it feels weird flying away from that big dragon in the sky all of a sudden, but we have more stuff that we need to get done. Specifically, the cleaning lady offices in ScarLand, which coincidentally is right next door. Makes it nice and easy for me. Now, last episode, of course, when I mentioned I was going to do this project, you guys mentioned quite an important part about ScarLand to me that has affected how I'm going to approach this building. If you look at ScarLand from above, it's very colourful down the main street, with even the facades of the buildings very colourful themselves. But if you look at anything past the main street, it's all very monotone green and greys. It doesn't really pop out, and it keeps itself kind of hidden in the background. Which, according to you guys and Scar as well, because I've also heard him say it himself, is a way that theme parks tend to kind of keep the behind the scenes hidden. So when I'm going to be making this building today, I'm going to keep that in mind and also use this building that is created next door to kind of just decide the style for me. I'm going to take aspects from this building, create my own shape and theme for the cleaning lady scene, and hopefully it should fit in just nicely. Now what I've done is I've already got a bunch of resources that I've gathered up, so it's all nice and ready to go for me to get building, as you can see, and also a lot of these resources are just exactly what is used on the surrounding buildings. So even though we just finished the massive Ender Dragon egg build, I'm going to go straight into another build, but this time I will chuck you guys into a time lapse. Let's get these offices made and we can start our business in ScarLand. Put your feet up, get that popcorn ready, and enjoy the time lapse. Roll it!
Intarnation.
Oh,
Look at this beautiful build.
hey,
The wild pearl.
hello.
The cleaning lady.
Is that my boss strolling up right now? Looking like a porcupine?
Yes, the boss, the big boss is here. Of course.
Yeah, hi, welcome. Welcome to the cleaning lady. Wait, hold on a second, hold on a second.
The double.
Hold on a second. Walk into my office. Walk into my office. Okay, we're in my office. I'm still working on the interior,
Hello,
don't mind
cleaning
that.
lady. I love this. This looks amazing.
Thank
and
you.
your office is very nice. I like that. I like that. And you guys all these little trucks out here.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. This is really cool.
This specific one is a brand new garbage truck design. particularly put in this area. It's a special one for ScarLand. Slightly edited.
Oh, it's a special ScarLand truck.
Oh,
I love it.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
And of course the cleaning lady van. You gotta have the cleaning lady van. Beep, beep.
Of course you have the cleaning lady van. I love it. Oh, this looks so good. You're probably looking for your pay, your weekly pay.
My weekly pay,
point,
yes.
Will all this work?
Yes, I would love that. You got that for me?
Hold on, let me get the ScarLand treasury open.
Ooh, bottomless pits.
All right. Okay. And your 32 diamonds.
Oh, brilliant. So I can take another week to do the interior and I'll get another 32, right?
Well, okay, that's called fraud, but that's fine.
Is it?
I do have a special prize for you, Pearl.
Special prize? What is that?
Yes.
Special prize. I like special prizes. Yeah.
You did all this incredible work over here. It looks really, really good.
Oh, thank you.
Now you have a special cleaning lady hat with a broom.
Wait, with a broom? Oh.
There's a broom sweeping up poop on the side.
Wait, let me see. Wait, hold on. Oh, it is too.
It is. Yeah, look at that.
I got a hard hat on top of a hard hat. It completely makes sense.
Oh, I love it. So yeah, when you're in ScarLand, you got the official cleaning lady hard hat.
Okay.
With sweeping on the side.
Oh, so I'm known. You see, I'm an official employee, and I absolutely love that.
You are an official employee now. Very
Yay.
excited.
And now we have a special area. You know, if you want to chuck out any trash as well, this bin works here too, even though you got one over there, you know?
Oh, this works too?
Yeah, you can just chuck out.
Oh, look at how clever that is.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then it's basically just like, I tried to design these buildings to kind of go with the other ones you made, and I heard that green was good to hide so it doesn't take away from the main street.
Oh, jeez. Oh, not that again. Oh, Pearl, it's terrifying. I don't like it.
I don't know how. Have you gone crazy? Because I would have gone crazy a long time ago. The amount of times this goes off.
I log off the server and I hear this in my dreams, Pearl.
No.
I hear this in my dreams, Pearl.
No. You're fine. You've got the hard hat on. It can't pierce through your hard hat. It's all right.
Did you make the giant dragon out of dragon eggs?
Maybe. Yes.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How do you place the dragon eggs?
Oh, with great pain. I had to build a whole platform out of dirt first, then put string down, and then eggs on top of the string, and then go underneath and break all the dirt without breaking the string. It's painful.
Wow. That's incredible. Now, seeing that you're all warmed up, making dragons,
Yeah. What if...
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk, cleaning lady.
What have I done to myself? What have I done? It was supposed to be a prank.
You never know.
What have I done?
Oh, you never know. Hold on. I was trying to make a dramatic exit, but it turns out it's only one block. Goodbye.
Anywhere else probably would have worked. Oh dear me. So Scar's gone and caught me in the middle of starting a proper interior for my office, and he's going to give me a special ScarLand cleaner hat. I do certainly feel a little bit more official now, and everyone needs a hard hat when they're working in dangerous areas. And I'm sure if we had a safety officer, they would be very happy with that. Either way, I've indeed done some building. And as you saw with me walking Scar around, we have the exterior of the building complete alongside some wonderful vehicles that I've parked up for a little bit of immersion. The Cleaner Lady van isn't too much from my previous design. We've got a couple extra warped additions here with the details, but the garbage truck got a little bit of an upgrade with a proper engine bay now. It doesn't have this flat face. It's got a bit of an extra attention to the grille here, and the shape of the cabin, I would say, is just overall a little bit nicer. It's a lot more satisfying to look at. And the building that the truck is in is specifically a garage for vehicles, of course, with a little bit of storage around the back here. There's not too much. There is still room for extra details to be added, but I think I've kind of got the direction happening. And the van across the way has the simple overhanging roof to protect it from the basic rain elements. Looking from above, I'd say the structure fits in pretty well to the environment, and I've taken that green and grey palette to keep in with the theme while still making some new design elements of my own. Specifically, the oxidized copper here is a nice little extra band, and I've created this strip with the green terracotta and green concrete. I think it kind of helps set it apart and yet still create a bit of an identity. Regardless, of course, this bigger building right here is the processing and office building. But, well, it's looking a little bit bare. I didn't get to finish the interior before Scar popped around. Seeing as we're here now, though, let's do the interior together. First things first, this floor needs to be replaced with some cyan terracotta. I had a little bit of that in the floor of the garage, and I think that would work pretty well here too, as we know a lot of vehicles are probably going to be parking in this zone, offloading all kinds of garbage. And with a little bit of texture in this cyan terracotta as well, I think you could also do with a little bit of texture in this area here. Rough it up a little bit, you know? It's gonna be a well-used and well-worn area. Oh dear, it's scary under here. Hello, zombie baby. No, I haven't got time for this. I have to do an interior. Not today. Not now. Goodbye. Now that we have the floor and it's looking absolutely lovely, we also have to build up a few walls so that we can kind of segment the areas of this building, and it's going to make it a lot easier to build our interior decorations. We're going to need some stairs to get up to the second level, as well as that's where I'd like to put my office. Carrying on the spruce palette should look pretty decent as it fits rather well in the environment. Whoopsie daisies, let me just flip that one back around. And then break up the access so that we can actually get up to the second level itself as well. Look at it up here. Ah, so much room for activities. With those beautiful walls established and the ground made, we now have a proper area that we can actually decorate down here. To carry on with our beautiful vehicle and kind of factory vibe, I'm thinking a forklift could go pretty well in this spot here, with maybe some pallets to go with it. And then maybe if we put a little bit of a conveyor belt kind of following the shape of the walls here, whoopsie daisies, ignore this block, then it'll help give the room that processing kind of factory feel. Like I've said before, Scar is an absolute inspiration for his interior details, so I'm hoping to pull off a little bit of that today in this building. A little bit of a cut, and I've now built the interior. So here's the little forklift that I was talking about, and you know what? I think it's mighty cute. It's got some little mud flaps on the back, it's got room for a number plate, the tail lights, and if you get in here, you got the kind of like little button steering wheel. Obviously, it doesn't really look like a steering wheel, but there's a button enough to turn it on and off, right? And that's all that matters. That's all you need to drive a forklift. But anyway, we've got the pallets here as well with some little garbage bags. We got some storage shelves. We got the uniform in the back for the cleaning lady services, and the conveyor belt that I was talking about with some trash traveling along. And to help out with the kind of animation and movement in the area, I've got some observers up top as well, as if they're doing whatever on the processing line. And off in the corner here, I've got kind of a little bit of a storage alcove. Now, neither of these little kind of rooms that I've made actually have anything in them right now, but if you guys have any ideas of what you think I should put in them, let me know. There's so much space down here that we can still utilize. I think there's still some like kind of small interactive details I could put in here to get on Scar's level, but I think at least it's a nice start. I reckon I'm pretty happy with it. With the downstairs done, it's time to move on to the upstairs section. And this one, well, we need a whole new floor. In order to hide the absolute mess that is the roof from downstairs and parts of the wall, we're just going to continue our spruce flooring theme here, because I think that'll look pretty decent. And again, with the flooring, we want to segment this area out again as well, so it makes the interior a lot easier to decorate. And there we are, just like that, looking snazzy. We've even got a little bit of a peek hole here, because in that room is where my office is gonna be. I also took the liberty to just go ahead and decorate the floor as well, add the texturing there, which has some hidden pearlescent frog lights underneath, because we like putting a touch of pearlescent in this building. With the walls and the flooring, let's move into this room right here and get the office built. Straight away, I'm thinking we can segment off this room here, because it's quite large at the end of the day, and my office does not need to be this big, so we can kind of put a wall back there. Maybe a little bit of a desk here, which is where I'm gonna sit, and a couple of chairs for people to sit in when they come and visit. So I'm gonna go ahead and chuck that together right now, and let's see how it goes. And yet another cut transition, because we're done. I have the brand new cleaning lady office in ScarLand. I'm not gonna lie, with the ceiling this low, it kind of feels a little cramped in a way, but this is kind of the space I had to work with, and honestly, I'm totally fine with it. We've got a nice little feature wall at the back with the yellow because of our green and yellow cleaner lady branding, and I've decided to use some dark prismarine for the desk just to be a little different than our usual boring grays. We needed some color in here. We have this beautiful armor stand out the back because when I'm not in ScarLand, we've got a place to put our cleaning lady hat. Isn't that adorable? And look, we can get a proper look at the broom now. It's a special little cleaning lady symbol and I love it. It's adorable. I'm not leaving yet, so I'm taking that with me. And then moving out here, of course, we just have this little kind of lobby type area with a little table or desk, and honestly this room out here doesn't actually have anything in it at the moment. It's another one of those what do I do with this room thing, so again, if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Oh, and I may have forgotten about this room at the back too. This is also another empty room. There's just so much space that we can put things in. I'm running out of ideas right now, so I'll get to them in time. But I think for now, with the office in, we're good to go. And well, that's pretty much it. This is the build technically done to a certain degree until we decide what we want to do with those last few rooms, and I'm pretty happy with it. This has been such a fun little project to do, and I'm really happy to also kind of build just somewhere else other than our usual spots. It really kind of brings back the passion and creativity to challenge myself to build in an area other than my own. And personally, I'm pretty proud. Now that the cleaning lady offices are done for today, that's actually it in terms of my project list for this episode. However, there is one more thing that I want to check up on before we do end the day. And that is the storage section of Twinkly Trash Trade, because Zuma has been working super hard on this and it's actually functional now. Don't ask me why a door is missing here. I have no clue either. But look at this. This is actually in operation right now. It's going ahead. It's emptying things into the little minecart that travels behind all of these redstone lamps here and inputs whatever it's carrying into a chest. And you can see at the moment, it's actually emptying some cobblestone. We have so much cobblestone. You can't see anything happening right now because it's putting it into the hoppers behind, but it's already put in 3 double chests of cobblestone. We got so much stone to go around as well. This thing is absolutely insane. And if we go behind here as well, you can also see just how absolutely crazy this thing is. Zuma did tell me as well that this was custom made specifically for Twinkly Trash Trade so it can do what we need it to do, and oh my gosh. So with this all operational, I've slowly been whittling away at this gigantic shulker monster that we've built up over time right here. This is full solid of shulkers and a couple little chests in there as well. It's absolutely insane. We have so many resources to put into the system, and this system is going to be working for a long time yet. I will mention as well that Zuma has put in a chunk loader on this, so even if we leave the area, it shouldn't theoretically break. It did break a few times and I had to go kind of poke Zuma about it, and I always felt really bad doing it because he already put so much time into it, but he's gotten it all fixed up and it's working better than ever. So I guess this is where I'm gonna be for the next few days, slowly putting these into the system and getting it all cleaned up and sorted, and when that's done, Twinkly Trash Trade can officially open for business. However, with that said, everybody, that is actually going to be the end of the episode for today. And my gosh, what a productive episode it has been. From making an Ender Dragon completely out of dragon eggs to doing the cleaning lady offices, oh, that was some big projects going on. But I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you did, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody! Goodbye! Goodbye! Bye! I'm gonna be here a while.